Welcome back, y'all. This season is almost about to end. I think I have one more episode and then me done for 20. Okay? I'll be done with 20. Season 20 of She Gets a Pod. I will be taking a break and coming back with something new, something fresh, something special. We are going to enjoy it. We are going to get enlightenment from it. It's going to be a great season for season 21. 21. I think that's what it said. Spanish. A little rusty. But anywho, this is a bonus. First and foremost, happy birthday to my mom. Today is my mom's 70th birthday. I hope it's special. I hope the man in her life is treating her like a queen. I hope she enjoys it. So happy. I've had her for 70 years. That woman is amazing. She's been through a lot of things. She's grown. She still have things to do to grow. And I'm happy that she's experiencing the life she wants to live, how she wants to live it. So happy birthday to that lady. She's a special lady. She is. All right, so y'all see the heading. Here's the thing, okay? A lot of us think we can do it all, and we cannot, all right? So let's get that out the way. A lot of things I just can't, won't, and I do not understand. And a lot of things I do understand, and my logic I understand is my logic, not no one else's, okay? Personal opinions are all through this episode. I have about 16 points to make. It won't be a super long episode. Some I will explain, some I won't. I know a lot of people hate when people share their personal opinion or try to combat their personal opinion or change it or challenge it. I don't give a what you think about what I think. But what I think, I'm comfortable with until further notice. Okay? But here we are. This is a list of basic logic things in my mind, things I think about often, and things I question often. So here we go. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. This is She Gets a Pod. Not to be confused with She Gets It, because there are like 8 of them, and they don't pod consistently like me. So you're welcome. All right, so I numbered these 1 through 16. None of them go together. Just, again, my thoughts, my opinions. Number 1. If you mind your business, the world would be a better place. I believe that. I believe the U.S. has a hard time minding their fucking business. And that's why they find themselves in other countries using U.S. taxpayer dollars for shit that's not helping us. Number 2. If you don't want kids, donate your sack. That's the message to the men. The men out here who don't want kids, go donate your skeet. Women who want kids need it. Families who cannot make kids, man and woman, or woman and woman, need it. So, yeah. Or you could just get a vasectomy and help the other women that you're going to deal with in your future not get pregnant by you because you clearly don't want to be a father. Thanks. And number 3, if you hate him, why do you have 5 fake pages, 2 spies, a max out new credit card in his name, and you're still unhappy, but you're not alone? It's a question mark for whoever that pertains to. Number 4, why are we paying for water when God gave us oceans? Make it make sense. It don't make sense to me. There has to be a smart way for us to funnel the water that's in the ocean for other people to use to filter and use properly. Like, this whole thing of us paying for water blows my fucking mind. Water that they contaminate with all types of drugs and fluoride. The fuck? Number 5. Why is it illegal to feed the homeless in America or the houseless in America? In other countries, that's something that can be done. They're not looking to write you a ticket for being generous. They're not looking to write you a ticket for helping someone who cannot do it themselves. The United States is wicked. Number 6. Do you not know how far you live or work and gas is $5,000 a gallon? No, I am not coming to your house. A lot of people do not understand you picking to work in bumblefuck means it's rare that anyone will take their time out to pop up on you just to see you. You choosing to live so far away from where everybody lives and shops at and leisurely will drive around to, and you live in a forest or you live in the middle of nowhere and it's miles and miles away, means less people will go out their way to come by your house. Less people will go out their way to come see you, unless it's like for a particular holiday where they can be off the next day and leisurely drive the fuck home. I understand that you invited me to come. I understand that you invited my kids to come for a weekend. But you don't understand that calculation-wise, I will be using all of the gas money I would have spent for the week in 2 days to come drop my kids off, to spend time with you, and to come back home, then to come back to pick them up, then to come back home. Like, I'm not doing it. Okay? Just understand that you made the decision to live where you live, which means less people will come see you. Just saying. Take it from our perspective. It's just not fair. It's not fair that you live in the middle of nowhere. It's not fair for us to make that ride. If you're not meeting me halfway, odds are I'm not coming. And if you live somewhere where there's never any fucking parking for visitors, I'm not coming. I hate going to restaurants where I have to hunt for a parking spot. If you do not have a parking lot, the odds are I'm not coming. If I have to pay to park my vehicle just to eat at your place and spend my fucking money, I'm not coming. The fuck? I'm not coming. What number am I on? Number 7. Just because you love me doesn't mean that's how I receive love. You better ask me how I need to be loved or how I want to be loved if you want to be the one loving me. It's like gifting shit you like to other people. I think it's great that you like what you do or you like what you have, but who the fuck told you I wanted that shit? Be aware. Be aware. What people say, read the room. Number 8. If they wanted to, they would. If they cared, they would. If they felt the same way you feel about them, they would have showed you. Period. You ain't got to question shit. If you have to put yourself in a position to ask, what are we doing? What do you want out of this? Where are you going? That person doesn't want anything out of whatever y'all are currently doing. They like what it currently is. Some people like the fact that you're a big fucking question mark and you let them do shit to you or you do shit to them. A lot of people will run once you try to figure out what the fuck it is that y'all are doing, because when you get really particular about naming a thing, that means there's expectations. And there's a lot of people that run from expectations of what this would mean to be here and show up under this title. So I'm just telling you. Number 9. It's very important to understand your tolerance for things and people. I know what I mentally can handle, and I keep my distance from things that I can't rock with. Certain personality types, I know I can't rock with. I'm not about to be around that. For instance, Anya's dad, he talks too much. As a man, when you're very talkative as a man and you always running your mouth, that shit is unattractive to me. He talks too much. He doesn't do enough as a man for me. I like busy men. I like men that have a purpose, that know where they need to be, know what time it is. He lingers too much. I hate when we would go out and everybody would know him, or he would know somebody from somewhere. Ew! Like, the fuck? Can we get from point A to point B without you having 15 fucking conversations? Like, yeah, I can't. I can't. So there's certain personality types and certain types of people that I don't even get involved with anymore, because I know my tolerance level, that shit will completely change my mood and I'll be so fucking turned off. All I want to do is get the fuck from around here. I don't care how hungry I am. I do not want to be in here with this person. Yeah. All right, number 10. Let them go. Let them go. Okay, that's a direction. Let them go find their person, because it ain't you. You will be okay, even though at first it don't feel all right. Okay? Let me say that one more time, because somebody somewhere is struggling. Somebody somewhere keeps coming back, circling back to somebody they know is not for them. And you're doing that because you're comfortable with the bullshit you've been sitting in, swimming in, dealing in. And it's not for you. It's not making you better, and it's not making the other person better. You're just making each other miserable, because you're just miserable people at the moment. But let them go find who their person is, because it's not you. It will be okay, even though for right now it doesn't feel all right. You're welcome. Number 11. If we were honest about what we need, what we don't want, where we don't want to be, what we want to do, a lot of good change would happen faster in our favor. But because society makes people feel like, oh, you shouldn't say that because that's not nice. Or, I know you feel that way, but if you tell them it's going to hurt their feelings, we end up staying places we don't need to be too long. Doing things we don't need to do too long. Showing up for people who wouldn't show up for us. Depleting ourselves and being empty by the time shit blows up in our face, that when you have the space to give someone who deserves you the energy, you're depleted and you miss out on the person you need also. I'm just saying. Here's the thing, like, I spend a lot of time with myself. I spend a lot of time quietly. And I observe things, and I see things, and I read about things. And if only people will step back and spend some time alone by themselves to see what wasn't good for them, what they need, and where they need to be, the world would be a better place. Number 12. Nobody really wants to be single. Sometimes who you want, the future you want, and the life you live does not align. Some people force a body to fit and give the illusion that it's working, or they're supposed to be there, or look what I got, or I still came out on top. And other people choose their peace and they live single until they meet the right person. It's a choice. It's a decision. And I think there's somebody in particular for everyone. You just have to spend enough time waiting, diligently doing what you need to do for yourself, taking care of yourself, treating yourself well. And in the flow of it, you'll meet your person in due time. And some of us are not supposed to be with anyone. Some of us are single soldiers. Some of us, our trade, our habits, our creativity, our abilities to help other people, to create spaces for other people, things for other people, fulfill the spaces that other people have people in. And once you grow and you spend enough time for yourself and you see that, oh, I'm one of those people that's not supposed to have a person. I'm supposed to have projects and adventures and travel and find fulfillment in different ways. You'll feel a lot better. But it's not instant. Number 13. Target is like that ex that won't give up. You leave feeling like you conquered something, but it's you. It's you that was conquered. You go home and your math is not mathing according to those receipts and your credit card. Because what the fuck? How did I spend $143 at Target today? And when I looked at this shit on the conveyor belt, I said, that looks like about $88. I have $100 cash in my bag. I could make this work. And I'm going to use my Target Circle points. So I should come under. That shit was $142. But you know, sometimes now that when I go in grocery stores, because I went to the Family Dollar today, the mouthwash Scope is what I use. I don't get Listerine because Listerine, the alcohol, mouth cancer, you go do your Googles. I get Scope for the girls in their bathrooms to have mouthwash because I do not play with that kitty shit, bubblegum flavor, watermelon flavor. No, give me the mouthwash that's going to kick this breath back to the abyss, okay? The Scope at Family Dollar was $6.39. Who the fuck is buying that? When I know it's $4.99, the same size at Walmart, but I didn't want to go to Walmart today. But I knew I was going to go to Target. I went to Target and it was $5.44, right? So then I did the math in my head. If I take my ass in my truck, drive all the way to Walmart, use that gas, then drive all the way home, I'm going to end up spending about the same amount. I might as well get it here at Target. And they had the coupon. I'm going to do some table topics. I put a few table topics in a Ziploc bag months ago so I could take them to work easier and I don't have to take the whole case. So those are the ones I'm going over. You could get your own table topics stack on tabletopics.com. If you use my code ShambyPodden, you could get them at a discount. Okay? So gift it. You know, the holidays is coming up. Dinners and, you know, just chilling at the house is coming up with groups of people, family, friends, or maybe people you're dating. Good questions, good topics on there. So you get you some tabletopics.com. All right, I got 2 questions for y'all. Really for me, but I'm going to answer them with y'all. Should corporations be held to the same moral standards as individuals? Yes, because there's too many corporations, United States included, profiting off of people's downfall. And if you're going to profit off of someone's downfall, you better cut the check. All right. Number 2, which moral dilemmas are the most important ones facing our country? Taxes, what taxes are used for, how much money is being sent out to other countries, the fact that they're trying to criminalize people feeding the homeless, like ill, or the those without housing. I had to clean it up. Those without housing, you know what I'm saying? The age that they're fighting for to let marriage be legal with children. Question mark. Why are y'all fighting so hard? The different states having an opinion on what women should do with their vaginas. And nobody wants to have a conversation of what men should do with their wangs. The fact that the state of California does not want to make sex trafficking children a felony offense. Why y'all fighting so hard to not make it a felony offense, huh? Are y'all in on it? So there's a lot of things that I don't agree with that happens in this country. This whole fight against drugs is a fucking lie. A lot of these banks that we have use drug dealers' drug money to keep it up and running. And we see it in the news ever so often, and they get away with it, and they get a slap on the wrist. JP Morgan, Bank of America, we've seen a lot lately. How did you not know where all this fucking money is coming from, dickhead? There's a lot of things that I just, like, for real. I didn't know. I mean, if I didn't, shut the fuck up, because you was getting cut off a piece too. So yeah, there's a lot of moral things in this country that I feel like they have the audacity to lock people up on a smaller level that they do on the biggest level ever. So welcome to the United States where we're not united. Let's get into this episode. Don't forget to leave a review, because I will come for you, because I don't know why y'all keep listening to me run my trap, but my reviews is lacking. Like, in the backing. You know what I'm saying? Leave a review. I'm gonna be here. Leave a review. So I was like, let me go get and get the scope. I got me some non-fluoride toothpaste. Let me tell y'all this. You do not need toothpaste that has fluoride in it to clean your teeth. The society is always looking to put chemicals in people to see what it's going to do with people. Fluoride is linked to a lot of brain issues later on in life. So if you can lessen the amount of fluoride that you put in your body, do that. You do not need fluoride. My kids have been brushing their teeth with fluoride-free toothpaste since they had teeth, okay? And they've never had a cavity. Teeth is cleaned. No mouth problems, okay? Oil pulling, we do. No mouth problems, all right? So if you could lessen the fluoride, do that. Where was I going with this? Oh, what I got from Target. So I got groceries too. What else did I get? I got some stuff for school for them because they start school next week. And it's the convenience that goes into the price. So I just spent it because I'm going to spend it anyway. I'm just knocking down how many more stores I need to go to. So booyah. So yeah, I spent more. When you go in Target, you know you're going in for a purpose, but you gotta focus and get the hell out, because the longer you stay in there, the more you start touching shit. I got the comfiest motherfucking lounge pants out of Target, and no, they were not on sale. They were $19.99. But the way I know it's going to feel on my ass cheeks when I take them girls to school or walk them to the bus stop, I had to buy them. So if you would like to donate to She Gets It Pod, the link is in the show notes. Oh my God. Them pants feel so good. I can't wait for fall to come. That crisp, cool air. You know, you have your morning green tea, because that's the thing now that I do. Peppermint tea, spearmint tea, or green tea is really good for you to drink in the morning and right before bed. I do that. So if you have your green tea in the morning, maybe you're braless, maybe you have a bra, and I got the sweater top that's like purple. It was on sale. And I got the gray lounge pants. Oh my God, my body is going to be amazing. I hope your face wasn't close to the speaker. I'm sorry. So yeah, things were purchased. Target. My God. But I will say this about Target. Target is smart. Target, it understands that Black women be shopping. And they have Black women creators in there creating things to be sold, journals, shower curtains, stationary things, food. Target, y'all marketing team is A1. I love it. Y'all are smart. Y'all are doing what y'all need to do. Okay. I will say this though. Ever since Target been targeting, oh my God, I have not set my foot into a Gap or a Banana Republic. Because you could get so many good basics out of Target, and you could get your groceries and your Sephora goods. Like, what? All right, so number 14. Not having children and saving money is an investment of a lifetime. And I say that to say everyone does not need kids. You do not need kids to prove that you are a woman. You do not need kids to prove that you are worthy to be married. You do not need kids to show that you are a man. You do not need kids to complete your life. Some people have the best lives and they do not have kids. And there are people, men and women, who do not want kids, but they would love to be married. Who do not want kids, but will love to go to Disney World just to ride the rides. Who do not want kids, but would love to do playful adventures. Like, stop thinking you have to have kids to be a complete adult or achieve something in life. You don't have to have kids. I have friends who don't have kids, and I have kids, and I don't put no pressure on them to have kids, and I'm super comfortable if they have kids or they don't have kids. But if you do want kids, stop talking to people and giving people time that tell you repeatedly, I don't want kids. I don't want to be a mom. I don't want to be a father. This is why, if you do not have children as a man already, multiple preferably, we do not need to talk in a romantic way. You do not need to spend your time and waste your time taking me on dates, because future-wise, you do not fit into my mind and my future as a good mate. I need a man who's a dad already and doesn't want any more kids, because I don't want any more kids and I'm already a mom. I already know my future husband, our lives are going to be blended as fuck. Kids included. And I need him to get the skeetery of creating life out his system. And if you want more kids too, cool. It was nice to meet you, but our futures do not align. I am not your girl. Period. I don't want more kids. I know what I look like in another generation. I've seen it 2 times. Beautiful, smart, witty, goofy. I don't need to see anything else. I don't need to see myself again in a kid or a baby. Do I love smelling babies? Love it. Do I love how cute and chunky and cheeky they are? Love it. Do I want to make more? No. Okay. Number 15. If you had to assume what hard drug I'd use, what would it be? I asked a few of my friends this, and I thought it was an interesting question. It was so random. But again, Tank had thoughts. 12 people told me cocaine. Okay, they think if I was to use a hard drug, it'd probably be cocaine. And one person said heroin. I think you're already too lit and you would need a downer. So I would say heroin. So the people have spoken. But that's an interesting question, because I don't do hard drugs. I barely drink. The first time I had wine in like 8 months was last week. And I don't enjoy it. It's just like, ugh. Like, people drink this. People want to drink this. Ugh. Like, I don't have a go-to drink. When I have mojitos at restaurants, sometimes I do enjoy them. But can I be like, excuse me, bartender, can I have a da-da-da-da-da? I wouldn't even know what to ask for. And when you read up on what alcohol does with women's pH levels and their bodies over a period of time, I'm good. I like my pussy moist and clean and balanced. I'm great. Number 16. We at the last one, y'all. I know y'all love me. That's why y'all keep coming back. But that was like my crowd scream. Number 16. How do you feel about scientists today playing with your meat? Yeah, I said that. Scientists are out here getting the approval from our government to play with our meat in labs and create meat instead of duplicating animals. They don't even want to wait on the animals to get big anymore. They say, fuck it. We're going to go into laboratories and make fake meat, and we're going to find edible glue and glue meat parts together to make meat, package it, and give it to the humans in the grocery store so we all can make profits. But what the fuck is going to happen to people's bodies eating all this fakery? Prepare for new diseases in the next 20 to 30 years. Prepare for a lower percentage of people living long term. If you have a feeling that you should stop eating meat, this is it for me. I'm slowly but surely trying to have meat less and less in my house. So if it has to be vegetables, some rice, a side of like potatoes or fruits, that's what it's going to be in my house, because I don't want to eat this shit. I'm coming to grips with the breakup that's about to happen with meat for me. I don't know about you, but I don't want to eat what they pushing. The Beyond Meat section in the grocery store is getting fucking bigger. I'm noticing that shit. I'm not paying $25 for 1 pound of crab legs. The ocean's water is trash right now. All of it. The salmon, the fake tilapia, they're GMOing shrimp. So they faking the shrimp too? Like, the fuck? You gotta watch out every other week for fruits having herpes. What they spraying on the fruit, them painting the fruit. Is it organic? I bought a piece of real ginger the other day. Shit was $2. You know how fucking small a piece of ginger is to be $2, one piece? So, yeah, I don't know what is about to happen to us if this government keeps approving the fuckery of our food. But that's all I wanted to talk about. Thank you for listening to She Gets a Pod. Don't forget to check out shambypodding.com. I still have books for y'all, journals for y'all to write in, scribble in, think in for the podcast. If you want to start a podcast, I have a journal for that on shambypodding.com. If you're having questions about how you market your podcast, I have a journal for that too that you can work in. It's like a workbook. If you have questions that you want to ask your guests, like different kinds of guests, and just have like a go-to journal where you can flip through your questions and create a good flow of your episode, I have a journal for that. I'm here to help you out. Okay, as a podcaster, I could just podcast and not give a fuck about how y'all learn and where y'all get your information from. But I'm somebody where I like sharing information. If you have a recent graduate and you want them to focus on what their adult life is going to be after they graduate college, I have a book for that. If you never understood how somebody has relationships or why they treat people a certain way, I have a book for that. Like, let me tell you, it should be potting, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all for listening, for clicking, for downloading, for sharing clips, for giving me feedback on the episode. talking about what I talk about all the time is not easy for a lot of people. I know a lot of people might listen to my episode and be like, oh my God, why did she say that? There's nobody on this earth that I'm hiding my truth from. And my experiences are my experiences. But if I could prevent somebody from having an awful experience because they are not knowledgeable of something, I want to share it. And I want you to make a wise decision on what you want to do with the information I gave you. And I want y'all to learn stuff. I think podcasting is cool, but I think sometimes you can laugh and learn something at the same time. You do not have to just listen to a podcast that's just straight comedy and you feel like you didn't learn anything today. So I hope y'all learning something from me, getting a little wisdom. She Gets a Pod. My name is Shan. I appreciate you. Don't forget to drop a review. Bye. Damn. She fucking gets it.